Invictus, my kings, and welcome back to another Total War Shogun 2 Portugal playthrough part. And today, as the spring has arrived, our final strike against the Shimazu is at hand. The main army shall advance forward. Here we go. Small detachment, and that's actually quite a nice army, so let's go for a field battle, shall we? Alright, here we are on the battlefield with our magnificent troops. Yes, looking wonderful. The colonial expedition knows no bounds. And today, well, since it's such a nice, flat, foresty... Should we actually deploy here? Now, let's deploy here. Okay. Our arquebusiers and musketeers might have a bit of trouble, but I think it'll be fine. Now, where is the enemy reinforcing army coming from? From behind. Wonderful. Again, from behind. It seems like with every single one of these reinforcing battles, it seems like the enemy's coming from behind, or some sort of location like that in these Total War campaigns. Let's leave the arquebusiers facing this bow samurai unit just in case, and have our line of troops facing the enemy. Have to remember to make use of Yari Wall again. And since the enemies decided to throw their cavalry right at us, their general no less, let's have a nice bit of action over here, yes. And again, the enemy decided this time against our swordsmen, they have decided to go. But it seems like the enemy troops have decided to go for a little bit of a charge down the middle, so let's outflank them with our arquebusiers and deal some damage to the archers as well. I think that would be prudent. But time to go for Yari Wall, everyone. Yari Wall, everyone, yes. And now Yari Samurai, pikemen can outflank them. Let's just run like so. Just deploy in a straight line. Our arquebusiers, let's deal some and musketeers, obviously. I'm gonna have to get around to actually recruiting these fellas, more of them, that is. Definitely gonna have to get around to recruiting more of these units. Let's deploy on the side. No reason for these people to be near Yari Wall. And looks like we managed to beat the enemy with relatively low losses. Oh yeah, the enemy bow samurai still about. The initial unit never really moved, so let's send our arquebusiers and musketeers to deal with them. Yes, that'll be prudent, I think. You would think that they would just run away, but no, they're holding fast, holding their ground. I suppose the samurai way. No reason for you to keep moving. Yes, hold button, very useful. Thanks for the information. And oh, they're actually the bow samurai going for a charge. Very interesting. Very interesting. You don't see that too often. Maybe they're good in melee. I'm not entirely sure. But oh, that didn't last too long now, did it? Okay. Well, they tried. They gave it their best, I suppose. But it is a victory in the end. Alright, we lost 157 kills, something, well, 800 and something units. But might as well just pursue the enemy and crush them while we're at it. Yes. Peacefully occupy. Very nice. And the second army can go for Rosumi. Again, auto-resolve. Peacefully occupy. Very nice. Well, the enemy is down to their last 2 settlements. So I think we are making... actually some pretty neat progress over here, and in the following turns we should probably capture the entirety of Kyushu Island. Yes, though their little fleet isn't gonna help too much now, is it? Oh, they actually managed to, but we can just auto-resolve the battle. Okay, looks like the Portuguese ships are even more overpowered than their infantry. Okay, I see how it is. I'm not entirely sure how that's even possible. You would think that they would just I don't know, just through attrition wear the ship down, but apparently not. Need to recruit more of these, definitely. I think they're in the main game. I think they might be in the base game as well, but I'm not entirely sure. Why am I not able to... Is it because of this ship? These ships? There, yeah. Okay. Recruitment, merchant caravel. Probably not this time. Probably not anytime soon. I don't think so. But can we now take this army out? -5, -1. Let's see if we leave behind a unit of swordsmen. That does the trick. Auto-resolve, lost, oh, actually something like 500. National renown, our popularity with everyone is growing. Yes, definitely popularity, not fear and hatred. -7, oof, now that's gonna be harsh. Gonna have to sit back and recruit a bunch. Recruit a bunch of units, same here. Same with this. Oh, actually, we have halberdiers here. Why is that? Oh, they have Naginata dojos. Okay, well, in that case, let's recruit some halberdiers for our army. Haven't really used Portuguese halberdiers yet, so this will be a new one. But south he go, you know, it'll be fine. I think we can just take, let's say, half the army. Half the army, and then march the other half over here. We can reinforce it with some units from here. There we go. This should do the trick. Let's exempt these guys from taxation as well. Let's continue forward. South Higo is soon gonna be ours. And that means Kyushu Island in its entirety is going to be controlled either by us or our vassals and all. And then, as you can see from the minimap, you can see that there is a large empire growing. So we're going to have to definitely put a stop to their ambitions and their plans. We're going to have to crush them through our force of arms. But I think that's... for next part, honestly. In this part, we're just consolidating Kyushu Island, so no reason to hurry something which doesn't need hurrying. How are we doing with taxation in these regions? Still need a bit of persuading, even though they're Christian. Let's see, what are they unhappy? Non-clan religion, even though they are Christian. I don't understand it. It's a little strange to me. Maybe it's the couple percentage points of the population that aren't Christian that are rebelling. But yeah, the army makes its advance. And that's all that's to it. There's to it, honestly. And let's actually build up these individual provinces a little more. Yeah, okay. I think over the break I'm just gonna build up an army and build up a navy, maybe. And when it's time to finally advance on the mainland, or on, was it Wushu, something like that island, the main island of the Japanese Isles, will be ready with 3 full stacks to take on any sort of opponent. Do not enlist, do not need anyone, as we are now about to take South Higo. Here we go, decisive victory, peacefully occupy, great clan destroyed, Shimazu. Clan might, interesting. Well, anyway, that's Kyushu Island taken in its entirety for the Portuguese Colonial Expedition Force, I suppose is what we are calling ourselves nowadays. We are now the unchallenged masters of this little island over here. And yeah, all from Goto Island. So next up, I think what we're gonna do is march on Mori. Mori is their name, yes. We're gonna march on Mori with 3 full stacks, probably assembled here near Buzen of our vassal Tachibana. And we're gonna strike for Suwo and East Nagata. 1 army going north, 1 army taking its nice and peaceful way down south, all the way to Kyoto. All the way to Kyoto, which is when probably Realm Divide hits, and that's when we're gonna call it quits for this campaign. So, yeah, we still have plenty of ways to go, but step number 1 is complete. We have officially captured the island. Well, step number 1 was making a landing, wasn't it? But, yeah, step number 2, let's say, is officially complete. We have now full control of the island, which means that we have a safe base of operations. I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do with these vassals. Probably nothing, just gonna leave them there to do their thing. They might send a couple of armies up against the enemy, which would be always appreciated. But other than that, maybe we'll also capture this island of Shikoku. Maybe that's next on the list. Not entirely sure, but probably the mainland, and then eventually we'll make our way down south. So yeah, well, anyway, thanks Kings for watching, and I'll see you next time.